Now this is New York City, not exactly the Big Three's backyard, of course that's in Detroit. However, that didn't stop them from strutting a very strong strut. What is there to say about the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk? I mean, this thing's got 707 horsepower, it's got a modified 8-speed automatic transmission, and it drives all 4 wheels, which actually gives it some off-road ability. But forget that nonsense, this thing's all about speed. It'll get you to 96k in 3.5 seconds, and according to Ralph Gilles, well, when you nail the gas pedal, it makes your spleen hurt. I say bring the Trackhawk on, because the one thing it does do very effectively, it makes the Bentley Bentayga the former fastest SUV in the world. Continuing the mega horse theme was of course the Challenger SRT Demon. Now this thing gets the same 6.2 litre supercharged V8, but this time it's good for 840 horsepower. Now that'll get you to 100k in 2.5 seconds, and it does the standing quarter mile in 9.65 seconds. That is simply astounding. Now interestingly, if you want to drag race that thing, you actually have to put a roll cage in because it's too fast to qualify without one. Now that's what you call trivia. It also sucks in over 30,000 litres of air when you've got that supercharger roaring at its max. Now Buick is set to expand its Regal range with a hatchback and an Outback wagon called the Tourex. The Tourex is not coming to Canada, thankfully, because when you think about the typical owner, well, they're hardly likely to go out running the boonies, so why bother? Lincoln pulled the wraps off the new Navigator, and it was long overdue because that thing's been around unchanged for almost a decade. The one big change, all aluminum body, a 450 horsepower V6, and technology galore. I mean, everything from a 30-way seat right the way through to a system that will back a trailer into a tight parking spot without the driver having to lift a finger. The irony in all of this? Well, of course, it's aimed at people like me, 1 foot in the grave. Do I want all of that technology? Nope, and I don't think they will either. So there you have it. The story here, horsepower, horsepower, and yet more horsepower. And in each case, it makes a significant difference to a vehicle that was already highly regarded.